Because that's what I was told. Since I have such short fucking arms, like T-Rex arms, that I'm going to be better on top. So Neon Belly I was like, what is this? Like, it's something I can actually kind of do, and I don't have to wrap my arms around somebody.
Everybody, jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
There's people that do it with no fucking legs.
Yeah.
Because it's a great exercise. I'm fucking lazy. I was scared the first year. I used to go once a week. I used to put my gi on and not go.
Really? I've wanted to do that, but I've always
gone. I used to put my gi on, get in the car, drive, and go around the corner and go home and tell my wife some story how it started already, and I felt embarrassed going in. And then you know how bad I'd feel about myself? You know how bad I felt about not going?
Why?
And I go in there and see 16 people in there because I felt worse not going than what I felt going. Like the embarrassment of not being able to breathe and not doing the hip escapes that everybody else is doing and not being able to do all that shit. That's a form of embarrassment. But the form of embarrassment of not showing up at all and not trying, that's the worst feeling I ever get. Whether I cancel a gig, when I don't do something I'm supposed to do, I feel horrible about myself.
What does it feel like?
Like I fucking failed because I was supposed to do something. Period. That's it. Period. There's no two ways about it. You know, I remember I joined, when I was a kid, I went to karate religiously. There wasn't nothing. I went right from school, walked to karate
every day
in Manhattan. Yeah, because it was 5 days a week,
Holy
Monday through
shit.
Friday, and then Saturdays. And the only way I knew to get better and to learn, because what do you want? You want personal attention. You're not going to be able to walk into any place and wait till the class is over and go, yo, teach. Can you help me with this? But if the teacher sees you raising your hands and confused during the classroom on the way out, if he's a good fucking teacher, if he has not another class coming in, he'll sit with you for 10 minutes and break it down for you. Anybody who sees a human being trying and doesn't help him is not a human being.
Right, and I don't need a one-on-one private, but
No.
it was like there were like 3 people there, I think, including me, and and then 4 for the teacher, and it was just a little like I'm not the kid who always asks questions in class like when you're supposed to leave, but with something like this, I feel bad. I try to not to, but I ask 1,000 because I don't know anything about it.
1,000 questions. Then you got to go home and get on YouTube.
Right.
There's that Nick Gregorius. There's a couple people that take jiu-jitsu to the beginning, and you'll put jiu-jitsu's like everything else. It's like a chef. Okay, you know what, man, Lee? Fuck podcasting. Fuck motherfucking stand-up comedy. Fuck all this nonsense. I'm gonna become a chef. Okay, so I go to Valley College. I sign up for the chef program. Okay.
Okay.
They teach me how to make a chocolate cake.
Right.
A certain chocolate pie. I'm just making something up here. Let's say apple pie. I love apple pie. I'm a fat fuck. I love eating apple pie, and I want to make the best apple pie in the world.
Okay.
They're going to teach me how to make a best apple pie. But then I'm going to go to your mother's house for Thanksgiving,
Right.
and your mother's going to give me a piece of her apple pie, and I'm going to pull her aside and go, what the fuck are you putting here? And then I'm going to start stealing her recipe. And then I'm going to go to somebody else's house, and they're going to turn me on to some other apple pie, and I'm going to go, what's in here? And eventually I'm going to learn how to put it all together.
Right.
And that's what happens with jiu-jitsu. I learned a little bit from Eddie Bravo. I learned a little bit from Salami. I learned a little bit from Nick Gregorius. I learned a little bit from Joe, whatever his name is, the big Gracie, the guy that's in London, the big tall guy. I watched him and my whole game changed because I realized you're in no rush.
That's my biggest problem right now.
What's the rush? Yeah, everybody who's new
Because I see
was spastic.
Because you see them doing it so easily, or it looks so easy, and I just always try to do it all right away. But that's the biggest.
You're starting from the beginning, the way you would start from the beginning of anything.
Right.
I bet there were days at 6 o'clock in that other fucking office when we were in your house. You didn't like podcasting. You dreaded going in there because there's growing pains. There's growing pains and everything. No matter how much I dig you, if I got a restaurant, I go, come in, Lee, I'm going to teach you from scratch. What do you think, you're going to get behind the line and learn how to cook chicken Fiorentino? No. I'm going to make you wash dishes for 2 weeks. Then I'm going to make you come in early one day and learn how to make the sous chef. Learn how to make the sauces and how to prep cook, cut the onions, and you're going to go, Joey, what the fuck? You lied to me. You told me you're going to teach me how to fucking cook. I'm teaching you how to cook, dog. But you want me to overcome everything, oversee all the little things that you really need. That you really need. Trust me, if I don't teach you how to cut an onion, when we get 200 deep, how are you going to cut an onion?
Right.
Cut some onions for a few weeks. Learn from these guys. Then I'm going to move you up a little, and you're going to learn how to put chicken breast on the grill and steaks on the grill, and then little by little, I'll teach you how to put it all together. Same thing, and this is with anything.
Was it the same when you were growing up? That it's just like because I feel like I don't know if it's movies or our parents or whatever it is, but when I came out here, I knew you know you're gonna have to start out at the bottom, but I just think you don't know what the bottom is. Like, say, oh, I'm gonna go be apprentice at a restaurant. You know you're gonna have to do some things, but after 6 months, that when you're there at midnight scraping pans, you're like, what am I doing this for?
But what is?
But like, I understand why you do it, but was that something that was like I felt like it's a newer thing, but is it? I didn't know if it's been going on forever.
Sacrifice has always been something in every fucking body's life. To get to that place where they need to be, you got to sacrifice something, and some of us are very lucky. But no matter what, you're gonna do shit. They're gonna make you do shit that somebody else doesn't need to do.
Oh yeah, no. But did they do that? Did people know that when you're growing up? Or I feel like
fuck yeah,
I feel
people
like
have
kids
known
these
it for
days
2,000 years.
I think people don't know now.
Well, listen, people know, but they don't want to know.
Right.
How many times have you, when you were 16, you bumped into somebody, a baseball player, whatever? Man, how many years did you play in the minor leagues? If he tells you 8, you're like, 8?
Right, yeah.
What'd you do for 8? I can't do fucking 8. We never could think we could do the time to learn to be something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised that when we're 18, we even go to college because it's a 4-year commitment. It's huge.
A lot of people don't like.
That's
there's a thing
huge.
now to do like a gap year, I guess is the word. And it's the problem is I, like at least for me, I was so ready to get going. I would never if like you couldn't have convinced me of that if you gave me $1 million. But looking back on it, it does seem smart to go at least for a year, if not a couple. But it just I feel like there's a lot of pressure to go to a good college and go right away.
When I go, Lee, you got 2 options. You got 3 options. You ready? You could either go work, you go to college full time.
Got it.
You could go work for your uncle at the car dealership, or you could go to college, or you go to service.
Right.
All 4-year programs. All 4-year programs. Because let me tell you something. Yeah, you're going to make money in the car business after 90 days. You're going to make money. I made money my first month. But do you really know it? You're going to go into a transition period where you think you know everything, and then you're going to realize that you were way better off when you were stupid because you didn't know anything. And people believe when you tell them, I don't know that answer, but we'll find out inside. Let me ask you this. What would it take for you to drive this home? Well, what's the air pressure on the tires? I have no idea. I'll find that out inside. But let me ask you this. What would it take to take that car home? Well, what's the capacity of the trunk? Again, I'm pretty new here. I just started yesterday. And you've been there a year and a half. I started yesterday. I don't know nothing. But let's go inside and we'll get the information. Is that you following me? We're going in like fucking Marines. You understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.